An outer story that's being reported widely with more conjecture than facts. The mysterious disappearance of VG Siddhartha, the founder of the country's largest coffee chain, Cafe Coffee Day, and the son-in-law of former Karnataka Chief Minister S.M. Krishna. VG Siddhartha has been missing since Monday evening and was last seen near a bridge in Mangalore in Karnataka. According to reports, he was on his way to Sakleshpur in Karnataka when he asked his driver to change route and head towards Mangalore. He then stopped at a bridge near the Netravati river. The driver, recalling the event, said that Siddhartha got out of the car, asked him to wait on the other side of the bridge. An hour later, the driver was worried. There was no sign of his boss. He called up Siddhartha's son. There has been no trace of the CCD boss since then, and his phone remains switched off. The district police have launched a massive search operation. The DG police says that call records are being checked to ascertain who he spoke to before he disappeared. Teams of NDRF, Coast Guard, Home Guard and Fire Services and Coastal Police are conducting search operations. No one knows exactly what happened. But Cafe Coffee Day, we can tell you, was facing massive financial losses and was under a debt of around 6,550 crore rupees as of March this year. More than 6,500 crores. Siddhartha had reportedly written a letter to CCD staff addressed to his company's board of directors on Saturday. In that letter, he mentioned his financial struggles and his failed business model. The coffee baron indicated that he was facing a huge financial burden. He was under tremendous pressure from one of his private equity partners. He said in the letter, and I quote, "I have failed to create the right profitable business model. Despite my best efforts, I would like to say I gave it my all. I'm very sorry to let down all the people that put their trust in me. I fought for a long time, but today I gave up as I could not take any more pressure. I could not take any more pressure from one of the private equity partners forcing me to buy back shares." The letter added. He also said in the same letter that there was pressure from the IT department. The Income Tax Department, on the other hand, has denied those charges of harassment during a probe. Cafe Coffee Day's promoter, VG Siddhartha, of course, has been facing investigation. The IT Department has also claimed that the signature of Siddhartha on the letter being circulated on social media under his name does not match with the record available with the department. Shares of Cafe Coffee Day Enterprises dropped 20% on Tuesday after news surfaced of its chairman and managing director going missing. Earlier this year, in March, Siddhartha had sold his entire 20.32% stake in the Bengaluru headquartered IT services firm Mindtree to engineering major Larsen & Toubro for 3,200 crore rupees, an amount which had been utilized to pay part of the debt of Coffee Day Enterprises. And there were also rumors that Siddhartha may sell his chain, Cafe Coffee Day, to Coca-Cola Limited eventually. The coffee baron was among the country's largest exporters of coffee bean, but he had been facing financial struggles. The full story is yet to be unfolded. And that's all we have time for tonight. As we wrap this show, we want to tell you what happened as we were putting together today's broadcast. We got a rather pleasant surprise. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu sent out a tweet. This tweet featured a report from our broadcast last evening. Last evening, we had aired a story about Netanyahu's election campaign, the fact that his party used a photograph of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to showcase his personal rapport with the Israeli Prime Minister. Now, Benjamin Netanyahu shared a clip of that report on Twitter and Facebook. His version carried translations of our story in Hebrew. We want to say thank you to him and to his team for watching Gravitas. And thank you all for joining us as well. We're leaving you with Gravitas images. Thanks for watching.